Good morning. I've been just listening to a lot of Hamilton, the musical. And last night I had a fun interaction with a friend of mine on Twitter, at Pods of War. She's a new account manager for the OP group. You guys probably don't know what that is, but that's fine. If you want to know some streaming stuff, go over there, look her up, ask her some questions, send her a DM. She's a great friend and a super motivated individual. But it really got me thinking about my personal work ethic, because we were talking about how the work never stops. You know, if you're really into something, the work really never stops. And I was joking that the work only stops when you sleep. And she pulled out the Hamilton line of I bet you that he does work while he's sleeping. And it really kicked me in the butt, because I was like, man, like I want to work harder now. Like I want to find a way to really push myself and give myself to work even harder than I have been. But the problem is I still haven't even figured out my current workflow, you know. I've been up this morning. I did my devotions. I made some eggs. They were terrible, so I only ate half of them. I haven't gone grocery shopping. I need to do laundry when I get home tonight. I'm leaving to go home today, so I'm gonna be listening to a couple podcasts on the way home, between Gary Vee, the Ask Roman Show, small stuff like that. And I'm not sure how I need to be scheduling my life, you know, because scheduling your life isn't easy. And I personally hate monotony, so I can't schedule stuff that I hate doing consecutively. And so I have to put those things in between stuff that I do enjoy and stuff that I know I'm supposed to be doing, that I'm living and breathing. So I'm just trying to figure out how to schedule my life. Now I've heard a couple things like schedule 15 minutes and just do as much as you can or complete a task in 15 minutes. I was saying just schedule out stuff you have to do throughout the day. But all I really know right now is if I'm going to go and work as hard as I say I think I'm working, then I have to start scheduling my life better. Now, I guess, of course, this is a little bit harder because I don't have a proper job right now. And that's okay. But I really need to be pushing myself to do better than I am, you know. So when I get back this Monday, we'll try some stuff. I'm gonna be in the gym every morning, so I'll probably be getting up early, popping out this session, hitting render and going to the gym. It means I have to wake up earlier, which also means I have to go to bed earlier, and that's something I really don't like doing. I really don't like going to bed earlier. I don't quite know why. I just don't. I'm a night person. I'm not a morning person, and I'm trying to learn to be a morning person now. So, but with this whole thing, I'm just trying to make sure I have patience with myself, because I think when you're growing and you're scheduling and you're trying to work your work ethic, into a place where it's steady and able to be functional, that you have to be patient with yourself. Because if you're not patient with yourself, then you can't really push yourself, because you're trying to do things that are way beyond your current pay grade, and you can't do that to yourself. You need to make sure that you're working in your current means and in your current ability. And if you get to something that isn't at your current ability, and it's far out of your current ability, not close to, not oh, I maybe be able to do this, but really far, that's when you need to have patience instead of trying to overburden and push yourself. For a personal example, yesterday I went to CrossFit with my cheer coach, and we got there and we did everything, and it was toes to bar, and I ripped my hands open I have like 2 open blisters on both of my hands, and like one went pretty deep. And so like, instead of doing the bar, I probably should have been down on down on the ground doing it, augmented, because I haven't done bars in so long and I don't have the calluses to maintain that. But I wanted to push myself, and that's fine. Like, cause I did the first 3 or 4 sets. Yeah, not 4. I did the first 4 sets of them, out of 5 on the bar. But I like blistered my hands. So like, I'm glad I did it, because it caused me to work hard and do well and push. I pushed myself, and I wasn't patient in the fact that I was like, no, I haven't done this in a long time, so like I should probably take it easy. So, that's where I'm at the point of like, just go after it, just push yourself, and like make sure you're giving your all to something that you feel good about. And then, too many odds.
Just need to breathe deeper.
Like in that pushing yourself, make sure you're motivated to do the thing. Like, find motivation to do the thing, even if you don't necessarily enjoy the motivation behind it. Like, the motivation can be as simple as, oh, I want clean clothes in the morning, or I want to get better. And like, you have to give yourself intermittent goals too, because like, this happens a lot in like the fitness world, right? It's like you get this motivation around New Year's and you're like, man, I'm going to do this New Year's resolution and I'm going to go hard and I'm going to be super, super good and super tight. But that doesn't always happen because the motivation is just the New Year's thing. It's not like an actual day-to-day motivation where you can see like bits of progress and whatnot. So make sure that when you're pushing yourself, like I said, you're having that patience, but like, make sure you have a goal that's worth fighting for. Like, and that goal that's worth fighting for is a day-to-day goal. It's not like just this super, super long goal that like nobody understands or nobody cares about. Because when you have a goal that other people can get on board with you for, it allows you to keep working and just put yourself in a position where other people are willing to help you and you're helping yourself, and you can keep rolling as like an expression, or like keep trucking, from like football or whatnot. But you know what I'm trying to say. It's that place where you're motivating yourself, other people are motivating you, and then they're encouraging you, and you're in a place where you can just conquer the world. And on that note of motivation, encouragement is super, super important. There have been times in my life where like, if I didn't have other people to encourage me or like push me past a goal, I never would have done it. Like, for example, let's go like to something I know, because I did it, right? Cheer. I'm a cheerleader. If you didn't know, I'm one of the guy cheerleaders at my university's cheer team. I'm the cheer captain for this upcoming year. If I did not have the encouragement and motivation from my coaches, specifically my head coach and my stunt group, I wouldn't have gotten a back tuck or backflip, a standing backflip, or a back handspring, or a round off into a back handspring, right? Like, because I'd never done those before this year, but I did it, right? The motivation was there. So like, don't be afraid to like put yourself in a position where other people can encourage you, where they'll force you to do things that are a little bit outside of your comfort zone, where you're like, I don't know if I could do that, but you're going to push me and I'm going to do it because it's hard and I don't, you know what I'm saying? And so make sure while you're doing all of that, like you're breathing and you're pushing yourself, but you're having patience. Like, I got it pretty quickly because I'm a fairly athletic person, but if it takes you like to do what I did, like let's say you're a cheerleader and let's say you can't get that back handspring or that back tuck because you don't have the muscle yet. Be patient with yourself. Get in the gym, work out, try, go harder, and breathe, and let other people be your encouragement, because they won't stop pushing you to get it, especially if it's like part of the routine, but get in there and work hard. Like, you're worth the encouragement. You're worth the scheduling, the patience, the pushing yourself, letting other people push you. and the friends that you will make in doing that. So I think that's all my thoughts today on those two. Just work ethic and the motivation, man. Like, let other people, because when you can't motivate yourself, let other people be your motivation. And when you're having trouble with your work ethic, go schedule everything and make sure that you're doing everything in your power to